Hey guys, Bossman here, and I'm back, and I want to do a video and comment on Sting showing up at the Survivor Series finally, and Stone Cold's podcast last night with Vince McMahon, which was shown on the WWE Network. Um, First off, with the introduction of Sting to WWE finally, they couldn't have done that any better, and it's great to see Sting. And as much as I want to see Sting and The Undertaker go at it, which that would be my first choice, I actually wouldn't mind seeing Sting and Triple H go at it if Sting and The Undertaker can't. Um, but we'll see what happens. I'm also really happy that Dolph Ziggler was finally put in the position he was put in, because that man does deserve it. Now we just gotta hope he stays injury free and watches what he says so that he can actually go somewhere within WWE. Um, the next thing I want to talk about in the bulk of my video here is that the Stone Cold podcast, which I do listen to it on Podcast One all the time. But I'm so glad that they did it live on the network last night, and they really should do these more often. They should invite Jericho to do his. They should invite Jim Ross back to do his when Vince and Jim Ross patch things up, which I think they will. But I loved how genuinely honest Vince seemed to be last night on the podcast. I mean, he talked about when Austin left and how he fired, or not fired, but fined Steve, you know, and how he was gonna fine Steve over $800,000 or something like that, and or six or something of that nature, and it was that was pretty cool, and how Vince pretty much said, you know, that the network is doing good, and how it's gonna take a while to get where they want to get it, but it's doing what they want it to do, and that he's frustrated about everything with the UK and all that stuff going on with that, and how, you know, how the locker room doesn't seem to be anywhere near what it used to be because of the millennial generation. And I just loved how completely honest last night's podcast was, and I hope that the WWE Network does these more often, because I think it would give the network so much more for people to subscribe and to tune into, and make the network only bigger and better. Um, the last thing I want to talk about, but this is why one of the main reasons, other than my health, that I came down to Florida was that I'm down here working on my best friend's promotion with him and a few other people, known as AMP Wrestling, out of Port Richey, Florida. And I have my first wrestling show back in the pro wrestling industry in many, many years. This coming Friday at the New Lakes and Regency Center in Newport Richey, Florida. And every once in a while, I'm gonna come on here and give you guys updates and talk to you guys about what I think about what's going on in WWE more, and talk about what's going on with AMP, and try to introduce you guys to that promotion as well, because I'm a part of it and I want this thing to grow big. And with that said, love y'all, and sorry that it took me so long to do another video, but I promise I'm trying to get on here more and on Tag Talkers with my partner Nutty Rock Chick more. And also, I've been tweeting more, so feel free to follow me on Twitter. I'll put a link in the description. I tweet during Raw and during pay-per-views and NXT. I might actually watch SmackDown and start tweeting during SmackDown. So you could follow me for those if you like. And I just tweet about some random things every once in a while. So feel free to click on the description and follow me there. And I'll also put my Skype name in the description so that if you want to follow me on Skype and call me and talk about wrestling or anything else, I will gladly talk to you. So, thank you all for watching my video, and we will catch you next time.